Let us have more definition regarding sequences. So in that, the first one is monotonic sequence. Let us see what is monotonic sequence. A sequence is said to be monotonically increasing if un plus 1 is greater than or equal to un, and it is said to be monotonically decreasing if un plus 1 is less than or equal to un for all n, where as the sequence is called alternating sequence if terms are alternate positive and negative. Okay, so here I have given an example. Now what is the meaning of for all n? It should not happen for just 1 or 2 n. Okay, n is the number of term. It is nth term, fifth term, third term, first term. So n represents what we are dealing with, which term. So this is first term, second term, third term. So this will be u1, this will be u2, u3, u4, u5, and somewhere you will be getting un. After that un, you will be having un plus 1, un plus 2, un plus 3. So see what is the definition of this. So if you put n equal to 1, yes, you will find that un plus u1 plus 1, that is 2, u2 should be greater than u1, u3 should be greater than or equal to u2, okay, u4 should be greater than or equal to u3, and so on. So this condition should satisfy for all n's. In similar way, yes, this condition is nothing but if I put n equal to 1 here, what I get un plus 1, that is if I put n equal to 1, we get u2 less than u1. Okay, then if you put n equal to 2, u3 less than u2, and so on. So if it is happening, it is called what? Monotonically decreasing sequence. Okay, whereas a sequence is said to be alternating if the terms of the sequence are alternately positive negative. Okay, so see, this sequence is monotonically increasing sequence. You can see that u1 is less than u2, okay, u2 is less than u3, u3 is less than u4, and so on. So terms are increasing, the values of terms are increasing, whereas if you consider this sequence, you will find that the values are decreasing. So after 1 it is 1 by 2, so you know that 1 is greater than 1 by 2. So u1 is greater than u2, u2 is greater than u3, u3 is greater than u4. So condition is here like this. So here we have this condition: less than, this less than, and less than. Here we have what? Greater than, greater than, greater than, greater than. Okay, now here there is a printing mistake. It should be negative, positive, negative, positive, and so on. So this sequence is the alternate sequence. What is alternate sequence? If terms of the sequence are alternately positive, negative, then that sequence is called alternate sequence. Okay, now let us have one more definition. It is regarding the bounded sequence. Okay, what is bounded sequence? A sequence is said to be bounded if there exist what? Two numbers m and m, small m and capital M, such that what? Small m is less than what? Nth term of sequence un is less than what's capital M for all n. So what is meaning of that? There should exist two numbers. One will be greater than, one number will be less than all of the sequence. Okay, that is small m should be less than u1, small m should be less than u2, small m should be less than u3, and so on. Small m should be less than what? Un, and so on for all n. Okay, in similar way, what? There should exist a capital M such that what? u1 should be less than capital M, u2 should be less than capital M, u3 should be less than capital M, and so on. Un should be less than capital M, and even un plus 1, un plus 2, all of that numbers or what terms of the sequence should be less than capital M. So this should happen for all n. So there will be what? One value for one value m for which all of the terms of the sequence are greater, and there will be one value m, okay, such that all of the terms of sequence are less than it. If it is happening, then that sequence is called what? Bounded sequence. Okay, a sequence is said to be bounded above if you have only this part, that is if only capital M exists, that is called a bounded above sequence. So this sequence is called bounded above by capital M, and this sequence is what called, or if you have the case only m is less than un for all n, then it is called bounded below sequence. So there are two types of what I have not included that definition here, but that two are very important. So bounded below, bounded above. So this is bounded below, and this one is the bounded above case of a sequence. Okay, so it is called upper bound, it is called the lower bound, okay, of the sequence. Now let us move further. Now let us see what is limit of the sequence. A sequence un, a sequence un, and from 1 to infinity is said to tend to a limit, is said to tend to a limit L, small l, as n tends to infinity if for every epsilon greater than 0 there exists an integer m such that it should be n, or it should be m, there exists an integer m such that the difference between, see what is meaning of mod? Mod means difference between what every elements of un, okay, and L should be less than such that epsilon, okay. So u1 minus L should be less than epsilon, u2 minus L should be less than epsilon. So this should happen for what? For all n, for Lm which is greater than m. So you are supposed to find such a m, okay, m may be 1, m may be 2, m may be 5, m may be 100. So after 100 it may happen that 100, after 100 what is happening? You will be having 101, 102, 103. So for that values of n, okay, so suppose that m is 100. So if m is 100, what is greater than 100? It is 101, 102, 103. So for all that n, okay, u 101 minus limit should be less than epsilon, okay, and note that epsilon is a small value greater than 0, okay. So difference between what the higher values of n and limit difference, mod of that should be less than epsilon, and simply it is denoted by limit n tends to infinity un is equal to L, okay. So let me have one example of what is the limit of the sequence. Okay, suppose that you have a sequence like this. Suppose you have sequence 1 1 1 by 2 1 by 3 1 by 4 and so on. You know that its nth term will be, yes, this is first term 1 by 1, second term 1 by 2, third term 1 by 3, fourth term 1 by 4. So nth term will be 1 by n, and then afterward you have further terms of it, okay. So what is un? So un for this term is equal to what? 1 by n, okay. Now let us take n tends to infinity. Let us have limit n tends to infinity. Yes, if I take limit what n tends to infinity, limit n tends to infinity, limit n tends to infinity. Here also same thing, limit n tend to infinity, and then what is happening? 1 upon infinity. What is 1 upon infinity? It is equal to 0. So here L is equal to 0, okay. So limit n tends to infinity un is equal to, so limit of this sequence is equal to what? 0. And you will find that this sequence is bounded what? Above by 1 and bounded below by 0, okay. Now after this let us discuss regarding the convergence and divergence and oscillations of a sequence. If a sequence has a finite limit, so if what just now the problem I shown that limit of what 1 upon n sequence n from 1 to infinity, what is 0, I have shown it, okay. So that is finite, therefore that limit is convergent. So if a limit is finite of a sequence, then that sequence is said to be a convergent sequence, okay. But if what you have a sequence, suppose that the sequence is 1 2 3 4, okay, so it is what? Sequence of integers, okay. So nth term will be n, and after that you will be getting n minus 1, n plus 1, n plus 2 and so on up to infinity. So you will find that this sequence what has un is equal to what, n. And if you take here limit what, n tends to infinity, if you put n equal to infinity here, yes, definitely the value will be infinity. What is meaning of that? This limit is having not a finite limit, it is infinite. Therefore this sequence is what, not convergent. And if it is not convergent, then it is divergent. So if limit is finite, what sequence is convergent, and if it limit is infinite, what the sequence will be called a divergent sequence. Okay, so one example is given over here. So sequence un n from 1 to infinity is equal to n divided by 1 plus n from 1 to infinity. So this sequence you will find that if I take n tends to infinity, yes, you will see that un will be n divided by 1 plus n. Okay, take n common and l will get cancelled, so you will be having what, un. Okay, I think it is shown. Let us see. Yes, it is shown over here. So limit n tends to infinity, what, un is equal to limit n tends to infinity, what, n divided by 1 plus n. So take n common. So if I take n common, what will happen? Yes, from denominator also n is common, and that n will get cancelled. Okay, so actually this is nothing but what, n divided by n is common, and inside the bracket what we have, 1 plus, or sorry, 1 by n plus 1. Okay, so this n will get cancelled. Still limit is n tends to infinity. If you take n tends to infinity, infinity will be here, 1 upon infinity is 0. So 0 plus 1, and what, numerator is also 1. Okay, so it is 1 upon 1, that is equal to 1. The answer is 1. Okay, so since limit is finite, this sequence is called which sequence? Convergent sequence. I have given you two example. Okay, so next example is a sequence with infinite limit. So I think already I had discussed regarding this. A sequence has infinite, if a sequence has an infinite limit, then that sequence is said to be a divergent. If it is infinite limit case, then that sequence is said to be a divergent sequence. See, we are now just dealing with sequence. We are not entered into series. We are just dealing with sequence only. Our unit is infinite series. Okay, and we are dealing with sequences. Okay. So you can have example. So 2n plus 1. Now you can see that if n is equal to 1, the first term of this sequence, if n is equal to 1, if n is equal to 1, the first term is 3. Okay, if n is equal to 2, 4 plus 1, 5. If n is equal to 3, 6 plus 1, 7. Okay, so you have what, all odd numbers. Okay, starting with 3, not with 1. Okay, if it could be n 2n minus 1, I would have 1, 3, 5, 7 and so on. So this sequence has nth term 2n plus 1. Okay, and if I take limit n tends to infinity of 2n plus 1, infinity times 2 is infinity, plus 1 is also infinity, and therefore this limit is infinite. Therefore this sequence is having what, divergent nature. So that is sequence is called a divergent sequence. Okay. If a sequence has no limit, that is limit does not exist, or limit is not unique, okay, so in that case that sequence is called what, alternating or oscillatory sequence. Okay, so let us have the definition of your oscillatory sequence. What is oscillatory sequence? So this sequence un n from 1 to infinity, okay, suppose that it is equal to minus 1 raised to n plus 1 upon 2 raised to n, this sequence. Okay, so let us have what is the actual sequence, one by putting n equal to 1, 2, 3 and so on. So see, if I put n is equal to 1, what will happen? Minus 1 raised to 1. So see, if I put n is equal to 1, if n is equal to 1, what I get? I get minus 1, and minus 1 plus 1 upon 2 raised to n. So first term is minus 1 plus 1 upon what, 2. So minus 1 plus 1 upon 2 is minus 1 by 2. Okay, if you put n equal to 2, here it is plus, and 1 upon 4, so we get 1 here, and it is 1 upon 4. 1 upon 4 plus 1, that is what, 4 plus 1, 5 by 2, so it is what, 5 by 2. Okay, if n is equal to 3, so n is equal to 1, n equal to 2. If you put n equal to 3, minus 1, and minus 1 here it is 8. Okay, so minus 8 plus 1, that is what, minus 7 by 2, 7 by 8, and so on. So you can see that what this is a alternate sequence. Okay, and you'll find that limit of this is not unique. If n is even, we have other limit. If n is even, what we have, limit of this sequence equal to 1. Put n equal to infinity, 1 upon 2 raised to infinity is 0. Okay, you get what, plus 1 if n is even, and you get minus 1 if n is odd. So here what, limit is not unique, therefore this sequence is called the oscillatory sequence. Now let us see few of the properties of sequence. Okay, so what that properties are? So properties are like this. The first property is every convergent sequence is bounded. Okay, see, if your sequence is convergent, definitely it is bounded. Means what? It has a lower bound, it has upper bound. Okay, a monotonically increasing sequence. Okay, a monotonically increasing sequence converges if it is bounded above, and diverges to infinity if it is not bounded. Okay, see what is meaning of this? A monotonically increasing sequence, a sequence is increasing, and if it is bounded above, okay, it has some restriction above, then definitely it is increasing, it is starting with something, so it has already lower bound. So if it is having also upper bound, then definitely it converges. That is meaning of this. And if it is not bounded above, then definitely it is what, divergent, and it diverges to plus infinity. That is meaning of this. Okay, so dual property of what, monotonically decreasing sequence. Here monotonically increasing is there, here we have monotonically decreasing sequence. So a monotonically decreasing sequence, what converges if it is bounded below. See, it is bounded below. Okay, already it is bounded above. Why? Because it is monotonically decreasing. Okay, values are going on, what, values are decreasing successively. Okay, that is meaning of monotonically decreasing sequence. So if it is having what, if it is bounded below, then that sequence converges, and if it is not bounded below, then that sequence diverges, and it diverges to minus infinity. Okay, so the next property is regarding if you have two sequences un and vn, n from 1 to infinity and from 1 to infinity. If first converges to L1 and second converges to L2, then what, the sequence given by addition of the elements respect to elements of sequences un plus vn, and from 1 to infinity converges to L1 plus L2. Okay, and in similar way, what it is happening for what, un minus vn. Okay, un into vn, and also for un by vn, but provided here L2 is not equal to 0. So these are very precise properties. Now this is the basic thing which is not a part of your syllabus. The actual thing that we are going to start is in our next lecture, that is the infinite series. What is series? Okay, and how to go for its convergence, divergence using different tests. Okay, that we are going to discuss in our next lecture. Thank you.